How long will it take for print on demand to start bringing in money? How many hours a day do you have to spend? Why is this so slow? Why is the profit so bad? Why am I not seeing results? Does any of this sound familiar? I hear this all the time, and honestly, it's not just people in print on demand. It's people in every business. So here it is. Are you ready to finally find out the magic amount of time that you need to spend on a business to become rich? Are you ready? There isn't one. There isn't a set amount of time that when you complete it, you'll suddenly become rich. It's not like completing your 40 or so hours for the week of your 9 to 5 and then getting paid accordingly. No, it's nothing like that. You could be working at this for years and years without much to show for it. But don't worry, it's not all bad. I'm going to share with you some really important things to know when it comes to dedicating time into this business or any business, and realistically, what you should be expecting. And I am going to give you some timelines and some frameworks to help you as well. First things first. Don't compare yourself to others, especially established sellers in the industry who have been grinding this out for years and years. It's so easy to quickly say, oh, but look at Shimmy, he spends an hour and comes up with 10 designs. Why can't I? What you're not factoring in is I've also spent over 15 years perfecting the craft. It hasn't just happened overnight. We all do this. I do this too. It's really hard not to. Comparing yourself to others is a natural thing to do, but it can be very detrimental to your work. Instead, compare yourself to your past self. A year ago, how long would it take you to do 10 designs versus how long would it take you to do 10 designs today? If you've been consistent with it, you should be significantly faster and the designs should be significantly better. So that's the first important thing to consider. Stop comparing yourself to others, especially others that are more established than you. Get ideas from them, learn from them, sure, but don't compare your work to their work. The next important thing to consider is you'll get faster over time. The more you practice something, the better and faster you'll get. This might sound obvious, and I guess it is, but the reason it's important is because when someone asks me, how long will it take to get set up? Well, that's a perfectly reasonable question. They're not asking how long it will take them to get rich, just how long it will take them to get set up or, to make 100 designs. But the truth is, the answer is going to be so personal. It totally depends on your abilities. Let's say you're spending an hour a day on this business. Your hour versus my hour won't be the same. With 1 hour a day, I reckon I could get 100 designs done and dusted in 2 to 3 weeks. On the other hand, if you haven't made 10,000 plus designs in your life, and you don't have all of that prior experience on the various design tools and knowing what's good and what could sell and what works, with 1 hour a day, it might take you 2 to 3 months to get those same 100 designs. And that's okay. Everyone is unique and needs to be treated that way. One thing that does apply to every single person, regardless of what they're trying to achieve, is the more time that you spend on something, the more you'll get out of it. If you spend an hour a day on something, your reward will be relative to that hour. If you spend 5 hours a day on something, well, you guessed it, your reward will be 5 times that of the 1 hour. And it's all relative. So even if you can do 5 hours of work in 1 hour, it just means the reward will be even higher. And of course, this compounds because over time, you'll get faster and faster and faster and better. So 10 designs that took you 5 hours might now only take you 1 hour, except you're still putting in those 5 hours, meaning you could end up with 50 designs in the same space of time. It's really awesome when you look at it like this. Unfortunately, so many people are looking for shortcuts, and I'm not saying you are, only you know if you are. And all I'll say to that is, why? Why are you looking for shortcuts? If a well-trained doctor was performing life-threatening surgery on you, would you want them to do a proper job or wrap it up quickly, taking all the possible shortcuts because they were so good? No, I want them to do a proper job. Stop looking for shortcuts. Stop being attracted by fake get-rich-quick schemes. Focus on hard work. Put in the time. You will get rewarded for it. I'm telling you it's worth it. Now here's a nice story to bring it home. In 2016, when I properly started YouTube, it was a grind. There were no shortcuts, and there were certainly faster ways to make money. But I loved it, and I knew if I stuck with it, blocked out the haters, all the non-believers, all those that pointed and made fun of me for my terrible camera presence, I knew it would be worth it. And holy crap, am I happy I stuck with it. So remember, the next time you ask, how long will this take to make money? Also realize it massively depends on your own abilities, and ultimately, regardless of how long it takes, the more time that you put in, the greater the reward you'll get out. We live in a world of information now. Endless YouTube videos, courses, books, forums, and because of that, we assume things should be a lot faster now. It shouldn't take years to master something anymore because we have so much information readily available to us. And whilst part of this is true, don't let it totally cloud your view. Understand, even with all the information out there, all the shortcuts, everything, some things are harder than others and will require a steeper learning curve and could still take many, many years to master. Now, I'm positive you can do it. Just stick with it. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Dedicate all the time that you can, all the time that you have available into it, and it will pay off. I'm telling you. Good luck, and let me know in the comments how you get on.